All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Ready. Switch up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And an alley to run. The 40. The 30. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A huge play there for Chicago. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 11-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant. Come. Watch that. Wide. Get wide. Let's go. 11-3.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Taking it down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the block. Motion. Rock it. Ready.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Wait, that wide, 80. 25 to Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. He's released now.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. Go Bandit.
Here we go. Check him out. Check the cover.
Hey, Steve 6.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Check 52. Alert.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Not that time for Watkins. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Strong left.
Hey. 3 down. Hey, watch edge. Switch. Check 25. Yeah. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. He's checking.
There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Back. SOS.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here we go. Under 10. 10.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
At 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Sugar. Check. Hey, ball 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Check 43. Shit. Watch out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs.
That ain't working.
He's brought down
That
by Jabril Peppers. That's a gain of 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bears 3, Giants 0.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Check. Crunch.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set button. Here we go. Shift.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, box drop.
Off of play action, Hill gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
90, Wolf. Look at me. Go. Shoot.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's 4th down.
Way to go, guys.
He's brought down by Jabril Peppers.
And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the block. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check. Lucky.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You ain't doing nothing today. Alert! 5. 25 to Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Alpha. You get blocked.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Ready. Kill. Turn it up. Kill, go.
First down, a run with Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Adam Shaheen, 34 yards as the Bears push further out in front. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
A gain of 7. First down, New York.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship.
Let's go.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Brady. That one caught by Ellison. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Get in the weight room. 72. Ozzie. Hey, nice 7.
To throw on 3rd down. Brady going deep here for Watkins. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Slam.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Shoot. Check nickel. 72.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to air one out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. So we've reached halftime. Who will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? 2 more quarters to go. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen. Check 37. Check 37. Alert.
They'll go to Barkley again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A first down carry for Barkley. Yeah, they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. It's caught. Shepard. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
Switch. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Hey. At 25 to Mike. We go 20. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
No, 66.
Brady now to throw. And he completes this into the hands of Miller. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Stop your whining. Motion. At 25 to Mike. 50.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's make these bang. Check it. Bang. Easy. Kill.
This is Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Ozzy! Ozzy! Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Hey, Alpha! You better bring Sugar!
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but now it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Brady, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? 52. Let's go. 52 to Mike. Ready? Hey, check 24. Check 24.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And an alley to run.
Check 26. Check 26.
Yeah, he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 32-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jacobs now. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Giants' 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
That's it, baby.
He was brought down by Bud Dupree. That's a gain of 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. He's coming.
On third down, Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
You.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Bears' 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Saquon Barkley running right, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Check 50. Hey, watch it. Check, go back. We got
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, 66. Hey, Delta. 58, come on. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, 58 is the mic.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down. Out. He's checking.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bravo! 25 the mic. We'll go 25 the mic. Bring it. got 25 to Mike. We'll go 20. Hey, second.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab in this NFC Championship bout.
Under 10. Hey, Zoo.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Barkley.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. On 1st down, Barkley, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Brady. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers, and the pressure gets to him again.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game.
Hey. You got 3. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. 36.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way to get there, to go the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right to call themselves NFC champs. Elation has to abound.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.